Only one kid in history had ever attempted what Benny was about to. And he got eaten. So we were worried. Real worried. Even when Benny brought out the secret weapon. Shoes guaranteed to make a kid run faster and jump higher. PF Flyers.
We can't let him do this, man.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It is the Slate Laced podcast.
Shut up, Ledge.
Happy hump day, all that good stuff. Blair, how we doing?
Man, good. We had a busy day.
Ledge?
We've been all over the world.
Man, same on the report. You know, one off day.
Mm-hmm.
Had to get it in.
You know it.
All right, so good day?
So it's a good day. Yeah.
All right, well, we're here to help you get you through that little midweek grind. It's hump day. We're going to get into some Slate Laced sports topics right off the bat. It's been a crazy, I would say, week for the NBA right now.
Definitely.
As y'all know, Woj dropped the Woj bomb on us. Mr. Dame Lillard himself is a Milwaukee Buck.
Mm-hmm.
How we feel about that? We reported on Dame, but he was trying to go to Miami. He was trying to be heat culture.
Yeah.
You throwing up the little Rams, the little
butt,
horns,
the little
yeah.
I was thinking of Knuckleheads.
That's
Corey
here though.
Petty and
Shout out to their podcast though.
Mm-hmm.
So how we feeling?
It's funny. I was thinking of what I specifically think of is when did you see the video of Obi Wanobi or whatever, OBG Wanobi or whatever, the dude from Toronto?
No.
Their guard. So he pranked he pranked Dame, and he was like, "Hey man, I'm so excited that you get ready to join the Raptors, man." And Dame hopped on the phone and was like, "What?" And then but Obi didn't answer. So then he called Obi again, and Obi picked up, and he was just like, "I'm just messing with you." But you know, Dame would have been hot if he ended up on the Raptors, though.
Yeah.
He'd have been like, I just went from one bad team to another. But man, I mean, it's good for him.
Obi Toppin, or whatever his name.
No, that's Obi Toppin. No, there's an OG.
I think he on the Knicks.
OG Wanobi.
Yeah, Ananobi.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's because you're not saying it right.
well,
Ain't I been saying it this whole
I
time?
thought it was Toppin. I thought it was Obi Toppin.
because everyone tries to call him like Obi-Wan Kenobi from Star Wars.
Finish your thought.
Okay, but the point being is that man, I mean, he put the East on lock. I'm still not too worried about, the Lakers and stuff. Like, I think we still can hang and all that. But as far as the East Coast go, they might have it locked down. I still see right now, I see them at the top seed. I see Celtics at 2, maybe Sixers at 3, and then Heat at 4. But Heat, Heat is still going to be tough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Heat's still going to be tough because Jimmy still show up to play every day and every night. But most definitely, Dame and that Giannis combo is going to be crazy.
That's going to be wild.
You know
Ledge, what you think?
I like it.
Like the trade?
I like the trade is always a bittersweet thing. You know what I mean? It sucked to see even was that a Drew Holiday that they let go?
Yep, had to get rid of him in Grayson Island.
You seen his wife, right?
Yeah, we about to get into that
okay.
next, but go ahead.
It just sucked to see him, you know what I mean? Like, man, I'm always a Buck. You know, they always be trying to
Yeah, I think he had just said he wanted to be a Buck for life.
Yeah.
The funny thing is he spent more time on the Pelicans.
Yeah.
You feel
But
me?
what's also crazy is that's like the kiss of death. I feel like when people say, "Yeah, I'm gonna be here for life," they just be on the trading block the next day.
Wait, all right,
come.
Yeah.
So now we gonna cut you.
Yeah.
So I just don't like that aspect of it. You know what I mean? The bittersweet part.
The business aspect of it. Yeah.
But I mean, for the Dame part, I love it for him because it's like his first time to be able to take some, you know what I mean, shot with some superstars.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And even him taking the picture that he took. I mean, it was like a little video of him talking about,
He's a little guy.
I ain't never took no picture like this.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So he finally got his big 3 or his all-star
Big
squad.
4, dang near.
Yeah, you feel
Big
me?
four, dang near.
I mean, if he don't win now, it's his fault.
Yeah, this is what they wanted. They wanted to see Dame with superstars, and I feel like they got it now. The fans got it.
Yeah.
Again, it just goes to this whole ring chasing versus just being great and living your career without a ring. I mean, yeah, I don't know. That's the age-old debate, but I guess he's going to go try to get him a ring. Because, I mean, he was going to be great regardless, but now if he gets that ring, it's going to put him over the top.
Well, I mean, they play for two reasons, right? One is for money and security for their family, but number two is they want rings, right? So no one's
there's
trying
some bums like, who was it, Aiden? Nah, yeah.
Aiden's the bum. Yeah.
He's just there for the cash money.
But nah, they people like Dame, they got heart, right? And they really want it bad, and so they wouldn't have been content going through their life without having a legit shot.
Yeah.
And Portland's never really gave them a legit shot to get that. So.
But yeah, shout out to the Bucks. Shout out to the pick and rolls that are going to be Giannis and Dame. That's about to be dangerous because if you choose to guard Giannis, Dame's going to knock down the three ball. If you guard Dame, Giannis just going to... Yeah, he going to throw it down on your hands. So.
From 30.
Hey, that's a dangerous two-man game.
You can knock it down from 30.
Thank you.
That two-man game is about to be crazy. So, I mean, the East is heating up because we go into the next, guys, which is the trade with Drew Holiday going to Boston.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're going to Eastern Conference.
Yeah.
I mean, the joke used to be back in the day, the West was crazy. They was fighting to the death. And then the Eastern Conference was like a little pillow fight, right?
It was.
Because every time Cleveland was walking out of the East unscathed, you know?
And before that, it was the Pistons.
Exactly. So now the East is finally getting some comp. I like to see it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that Tatum, Drew Holiday, Jaylen Brown, hey, they just as good. So that Eastern Conference Finals game is going to be good. Mm-hmm. But let's react a little bit to that Drew Holiday trade. I like it, but just Jason Tatum hasn't proved to be that guy in the clutch yet. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, maybe he's maturing more this season, is going to have the breakout. But as far as him getting his team over the hump, maybe now with Drew Holiday's help on the defensive end, he might be able to get it done. What do you think?
Y'all think Drew Holiday is gonna make that much of an impact on the Celtics?
I just like, I like him as a good role playing guy, a defense guy.
He plays defense.
Yeah, he locks up. Yeah, and effort, 100% effort. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like him. I would have wanted him on the Warriors. I don't know what we waiting on, but we didn't sign him. So
okay.
But yeah, I think he's a difference. He's a difference maker. He can honestly get them over that hump.
Okay.
In my opinion.
All right.
And now it's on the superstars to do what they do. Jaylen Brown, I'm talking to you. Jason Tatum, I'm talking to you. Now y'all do what you do and let him help you. Because then they still got Horford who comes up in the playoffs.
Yeah,
they don't have Smart anymore, right?
Yeah.
And they don't have Williams. But they got that Kai Pritchard guy.
Yeah, they do.
They got him. He's decent. So it might be Celtics time. Shout out to Bill Simmons because he's been waiting for this for how long?
Yeah.
Okay.
Years.
He ain't been waiting for years. He's old enough that he saw them win in the past.
But I'm just saying, he's been talking about this team too.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be listening to the podcast. I'm tapped in.
Shout out to him for pulling up a G Leaf a couple times.
Oh, he called to the Leaf?
Yeah.
Shout out to the Leaf.
He did.
And his kids are at Harvard Westlake, so he in the Mission League too.
Yeah, damn.
And I think his daughter signed D2 for soccer or something like that. So
Dang.
Shout out. Blair, your thoughts? Drew?
I feel for him. But I know you said we'll touch on that later. I just feel for him, no. But I think that it's a good trade. Obviously, I knew once he got shipped to Portland, that wasn't going to be the end of the deal, because he probably just would have refused to play. You know what I mean? He's got enough skill, right? Mm-hmm. And he has enough desirability where people will want to sign him. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I knew he wouldn't have stayed there long enough. And then once they did it again, I was like, oh yeah, go figure, right? And then now the Celtics are instant contenders. Not that they weren't before, right? But
sure in playoff contention.
But they got the Batman meme because Marcus Smart was their on-ball defender, but now they don't have. They just basically replaced it with Drew. So they went and filled that gap up real quick. So yeah,
Marcus Smart is still there though, right?
No,
he's gone. He's over there with the shooters.
Memphis.
Mm-hmm, the shooters.
He did.
Little
and
shooters.
Rose,
mm-hmm.
D Rose back to where he played college ball.
D Rose is in Memphis.
Riding with the straps on the seat, Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. But I just like it. It's adding more competition to the East. They need to be a little bit more tired when they come out of the Eastern Conference, you know? I'm tired of the Warriors and all the Western Conference teams coming out just out of the dogfight straight up, you know?
Yeah, facts.
So it's going to be good for them. I like it. So, but also I'm glad that Drew didn't get that much of a raw deal because he still gets to go to a team that's going to like
they're
play for a
contending.
ring.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's not like you got super screwed. I mean, this is going to help.
He's gonna be locked in on all the series moving forward too, though.
Yep.
He is gonna be locked in.
You get to go to Boston. It's never a bad.
Exactly.
It is if you're a Laker fan, but yeah.
Yeah, and they're an intense basketball town. They don't play. The town is town. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They are. So your level of play will definitely.
Yeah, you be getting booed by fans.
Yeah. What you say? They say. We about to get in the car and we about to what? You know it better than I do. It's your movie.
The town, which line?
The one when he's like, we just gonna rob some people, something.
Oh, he said, you can't ever ask me about it, but we're gonna go hurt some people.
Yep.
And he said, whose car we gonna take?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What movie is that?
That's Sydney's movie, The Town.
It's like one of the best heist movies of all time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Shout out to The Town.
Yeah.
But yeah, they town business
Well,
over there. They not
Celtics-
playing in Boston, Mass.
They reference it. They reference it.
Boston.
Boston. Yeah, they ain't playing. But yeah, the coach, what was his name again? What's his name? Joe something? Something M. Joe Muscola or something?
You mean the one that's
The Boston coach.
Oh, I thought you was thinking of the one before.
No, not the one that got fired. But yeah, Joe, that coach, the newest coach, Joe, he referenced The Town. Like,
Yeah, that's what I said,
post game,
yeah.
and it was like, bro.
Well, it is Boston though.
He watched it, but it's like, dude, all right.
Yeah, City's like, that's my movie.
Yeah.
Like slow down.
But yeah, he did. He did go.
That's his movie for sure.
But anyway, more on the NBA. James Harden showed up to camp 2 days late.
He ain't. I mean,
He was trying to pull a super little what's it called, diva move, and not show up to camp at all.
Mm-hmm.
But he did finally show up 2 days later. I'm so tired of this man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what are our thoughts quickly? Because he needs to stop. Just go play the game, man.
Yeah.
You didn't get your like they still gonna do whatever they can for you, but
Thank you. They're gonna do their due.
like you're not showing up to training camp, dude.
Thank you.
You still getting money. You're still getting paid.
He getting money.
Yeah.
Go hoop.
Yeah, you're still getting paid, dude. You're on payroll.
Yeah. It's crazy, but I understand where he's coming from, right? Because he really didn't want to be there anymore. And then you hear like Stephen A. is basically saying that he had a chance to go back to Houston, but he ended up talking himself out of that deal because he basically his whole conversation was like me. Like this is what I want to do, and it was never about the team. So it ended up just being a bad look.
Yep.
In the direction where they want to go, because Houston's clearly rebuilding, so you don't want to add an aging superstar, bless you, to that team where he's not trying to make them better. He's just going out there trying to score 40 points a night and see what scoring records he can break.
And that's he's gotten a little bit worse at that. Like, this ain't no 2016 James Harden right now. We looking at.
Well, that's his fault. He's out of shape.
Exactly, because those years he was killing it. But it's like you go in there telling the Heat that, or the Houston Rockets that you were going to go in and do 2016 Harden. Are you capable of doing that?
No.
Yeah, now he's looking like hot wing James.
Thank you.
Yeah,
like,
he eating them. Yeah.
Lucas James.
Eating them at the strip club.
Shout out to Swaggy P on the liquor store niggas. You know what I
Swaggy
mean?
P.
I love when Swaggy P talk about the liquor store niggas, man.
On the subject of James Harden, they are looking to get him to the 76ers. That is in the work, or the Clippers, I'm sorry. The Clippers are looking to get him. The 76ers and the Clippers are talking, and they're looking to get into the Clippers. Is that a good move for him? He did say he wants to play in LA.
No,
that has been one of his destinations.
I don't think it's going to work.
Shout out to Netflix.
Is that what that? Oh, okay.
It will definitely work.
Yeah, because I don't think it's gonna work. Just because, man, if you look at the Clippers, they're just old at this point.
Kawhi ain't played in 17 years.
PG,
Paul George is hurt.
Russell
Podcast Pino,
Westbrook,
shout out.
right? Then you turn around and you add James Harden.
More of a person that demands the ball all the time.
Like who they gonna share the ball with? Yeah, man, I don't know. There's only one basketball and one court, so it's gonna be tough to have all of them on the same team.
It's gonna be tough, but yeah, I mean, just get him where he wants to go so he can stop sabotaging will be my thing. So if I'm in the 76ers organization, I'm like, all right, just go ahead. Let's make this happen because this man showing up late, he ain't even going to stretch and warm up.
No, he's definitely not looking like a stretcher.
Yeah, he going to
He's
just...
not a stretcher.
He's stretching them wings.
Yeah, he's going to be grubbing and just coming into the game doing whatever. Yeah.
You ready? You feel me? Like,
He not going to do no kind of game plan. He not going to run the play.
he might have had a 10-piece
practice
on the way.
Yeah.
You feel me? He might have had a 10-piece
So
on the way.
if you just want a man that's going to pout, I would just get rid of him. At this point, like, the players hold, like, a lot of that stuff in their hand. Like,
Yeah, they do.
you know, they got a hold on the organization because it's like, well, I'll just tank.
Yeah.
Y'all don't want to trade me? All right, I'm going to show up late. I'm going to show up when I want to show up, and I'm going to play when I feel like playing.
And then the media comes in and gets all that, and they
Yep.
know that the media is about to get all that.
Yep.
So it's a lot of shit that comes into play, but
So we'll keep an eye on that, and we'll keep you guys posted on that, and seeing where we'll be on James Harden watch, much like the others. But the last thing I wanted to touch on before we get out of here into the next segment, Jimmy Buckets. We got to talk about the haircut of our guy, James Butler.
I can't.
Had the press and curl looking like someone's auntie. What do we feel?
Yo, the comment section was too funny.
Because he was like,
All the-
tonight will be the
There we
night.
go. Yeah. All
They were
the-
saying he was emo.
Definitely with the emo.
And then he put the little piercings in his lips
Yeah.
and stuff. I was like, James.
There's only so much that I can defend Jimmy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, he does it on purpose. Because
It
last
was
year,
100%.
he had hair as long as me.
Yeah.
Pulling up to the press conference.
He always wilding and
It's obviously a joke and he's obviously trolling, but like this one was like a little bit like, dude.
Yeah, but this is also because he's depressed because the
thought that
Heat didn't
they-
do what they
yeah.
were supposed to do. Yeah.
But he really had the flat iron and had it coming in his eye. Like,
yes. I
it was
honestly,
too much for me.
It's too much, but I honestly like it though
Mhm.
because
He's different.
he's just different. And the funny thing about it is like Jimmy's gonna hoop.
Yep.
Jimmy's gonna hoop. He can embrace this whole media side that we have now with the NBA organization because they didn't do that a lot back in the day. You know,
No,
they
of
didn't
course
speak
not.
out.
The way like this, no.
You feel me? So now that they know that they have that, I like that he's having fun with it. I like that he's gonna bring that trolling and that different side to it, to where even young hoopers is coming into the game. They gonna have fun with media day. He might make his print on media day, like to where people want to do different
Yeah.
shit. So
That 25 media day gonna be something
Yeah,
else.
feel
man,
me?
for real.
What he gonna do? Be bald as a
man.
cue ball or what? What's he
I
going
don't
to?
know what he about
But
to
I love that he just, you know, he sets the precedent every year where he's just like, look, we getting back to the championship, period.
Yeah.
And he says it, but they do it.
do. Yeah, literally.
Heat
They
culture mixed with his little tenacity.
Mhm.
Yeah. One thing you can't say about Butler is like he don't play. You know, he doesn't cheat the game. And that's what I say with also with Russell Westbrook when he gets a lot of hate. I'm like, but Russ play 100% every game.
He do.
He gonna be bricking, but he gonna be running and stealing and jumping and you know he gonna be on
His
it.
effort will be there.
Yep.
that
So
is
it's
true.
like, yeah, y'all clown the man, but he doesn't cheat the game. You know, he
Yeah.
don't take no plays off.
True.
And that's the same for Jimmy Butler. But I just want to get y'all's thoughts because he doesn't went viral for this. Like, he out here looking crazy.
He
We'll throw it
wild.
up for y'all that don't know. We'll
He
throw up the
wild.
picture. But
Man,
yeah, Mr. Jimmy Butler,
we
man.
gonna get Jimmy. We gonna get buckets from Jimmy.
Yes, you will.
Do what you please. You know what I'm saying? Just don't have no crazy, sex tapes or
You said don't get to the scandals, huh, Jimmy?
yeah, none of that. I was messing with this bot pop up. Like, just keep it.
No
it PG,
scandals.
Keep it funny. You know what I mean? Keep doing your shit. So, shouts out. to
Anything else we didn't touch on sports wise?
you. Sports wise, let me think.
I feel like we got everyone. Oh, the WNBA is getting an expansion team to Golden State. So I wonder what that name's gonna be.
Me too.
Yeah, so that's another team for the WNBA. That's good. The Warriors got money. Joe Lacob and them and company.
Okay.
So they'll be playing in the Bay Area. That's Blair City.
Yeah, straight up. The comment section was ruthless on that though.
Yeah,
You
well,
see the
people
names
don't
they
like.
tried to come up with?
Nah, but people don't like women's sports, so I'm not
Yeah.
shocked.
Yeah.
Anything else? I think that was the last biggest thing to like really pop off. But again, the season's just getting started. Teams are in training camp. We'll keep you posted on all things NBA. Yeah, let's get into our next segment, guys. This is a film episode. We're talking Dumb Money. We all went. We headed out to see it.
We sure did.
Dumb Money, real quick, is the ultimate David versus Goliath tale based on the insane true story of everyday people who flipped the script on Wall Street and got rich by turning GameStop into the world's hottest company. It is written by Lauren Blum and director Craig Gillespie, starring a bunch of people: Paul Dano, Pete Davidson, America Ferrera, Nick Offerman, Anthony Ramos, Seth Rogen, Sebastian Stan, Shailene Woodley, among others. Let's get into our initial thoughts. Blair? Going in to see Dumb Money, did you know anything about it? How'd you feel?
Yeah,
I know you didn't
because
see a trailer.
No, but we talked about it though. Like
Yeah.
initially, we were just kind of like, man, that's something we should see.
Oh yeah, we did. We talked about it on the pod too. Yeah, you
and
right.
we saw the billboards too. So yeah, I mean, I was excited going into it. I was kind of curious how it was gonna go. I didn't really know too much about the story, and the crazy part about it is that it's just so recent. You know what I mean? So
Literally, panty days,
man,
pandemic.
Yeah, for real.
Man, and
We missed that. We missed that boat.
About that is like
We missed
It seems like years ago because I feel like we've aged in dog years since then, since the pandemic.
Ooh.
yeah,
Cause those like didn't 2021 like fly by?
definitely.
Like once we got out of it, like it was already 23 to me.
Yeah, I guess. And this year's
Yeah.
almost done too now.
This year's gone.
Is
We about to be in the holiday season, or we in the holiday season?
Holiday season.
Hey.
Led, your initial thoughts? I know you was a big proponent of us going to watch it too.
Yeah, I was pumped to go watch it. I watched it, and it was crazy. Like you said, that it was so recent, and I missed out. I just was sitting there like,
don't you
Yeah.
wish it was
hurt.
us?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And
wish I was on the viral threads.
Thank you.
Cause I'd be on Reddit, but I'm on Reddit for like, I guess like movies, like seeing how people react to this or different TV series. I'll read Reddit.
Also
Yeah.
has updates on these things.
Yep. So like, if I'm watching a show, like I want to see what people thought about this one scene, I'll go to Reddit for it.
Okay.
But I'm not on it for the stocks. Dang, I should have been.
Yeah.
So I could have been all over this GME,
Man.
GameStop,
Yeah.
getting that money.
You ain't on pie either.
Yeah,
so.
I'm not.
You not messing with the pie?
No, I forgot. But I know Blair had mentioned it earlier. Blair, you want to let
I've been mentioning it for years.
you want to let the people know?
Nah, I mean they done missed
okay.
they done missed the boat.
Okay,
Yeah,
sorry.
the boat is
It's a slate.
It's set sail.
It's a Slate Laced secret, y'all.
Yeah, man.
Eric on it too.
Shout out Led.
Yeah, but yeah, nah. It's just crazy that, like, you know,
Peace.
it's just crazy that, you know, every once in a while something comes along and then, you know, it's the opportunity of a lifetime for some people and other people have the opportunity to jump on and then they don't and then the
Miss
ship
the boat.
sets sail, yeah. So it's kind of fun to, you know, watch it and it's just like a bunch of people who are basically in situations like us and they're just taking a risk and then some are really stupid and didn't, you know, come up on it, and then a bunch of them had their lives changed.
I had my thoughts on that too, but we'll get there when we get there right now.
Okay.
We get there when we get there.
Sydney, you don't know that movie like I know that movie.
Anyways, we're gonna get into some of the pros, the cons, and all that. But
Man,
we'll start with the good. Blair, what are some of your pros?
It was fun. It was funny.
Yeah.
We were laughing from beginning to end. Eric had me cracking up because he's laughing at all this stuff. It's just crazy, man. It's crazy to see that. Seriously, like this was just 2 years ago, and you remember how big Meg Thee Stallion was with her.
Something. Dang, now I can't think of the lyrics. I was just singing
I'm
it.
a savage.
Yeah, there we
right?
go.
Classy,
Boozy.
And ratchet.
It's just funny, you know, because it's just like, dang, it really wasn't that long ago, right? But it seems like it's been ages. But anyways, I mean, the movie is just
Savage.
yeah, it was just so entertaining, right?
Yeah.
It's just like from beginning to end, you kind of having fun. Even if the story is just kind of like meh or whatever, right? It's just because Pete Davidson is so entertaining. Because what's his name? Paul Dano is so entertaining, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you're just enjoying it, right? And then their relationship is so funny. The way they like kind of bicker back and forth as brothers is funny, right? It's just like, bro, if you take my car, please put some gas in it when you return, right? Please don't spill and not clean it up, right? Like what? But anyways, right? So just man, so entertaining. Fun. I was gonna say educational. So I did like getting the gems within that, right? I like watching movies like this. I think one of my favorites is the other one that we went to saw with mom and dad, The Big Short, right? I like watching movies where something like kind of really big takes place that kind of shapes the way we see the world moving forward, you know, and we're kind of like dealing with the residual effects of it, right? And then we're kind of seeing like, oh, so this is why the market is the way it is, right? This is kind of why we're living like this, right? So yeah, just extremely educational. And then, man, what else? Yeah, I mean, like, because the thing is that like, it wasn't like a cinematic masterpiece where you have like amazing shots, right? Or we're like tracking some character,
But
like
it didn't have
the
to
way,
be.
because it wasn't that type of movie. So the movie was like fairly simple, right? Kind of gets straight to the point from the very beginning, and then the runtime isn't really that long, right? So it just, man, I mean, it just, yeah, all around ends up being pretty solid, pretty fun.
Les, what do you think? What are some of your pros?
I like it for mostly some of the pros that he mentioned too, but just the fact that it was so realistic. You know what I mean? It made you want to get up out your seat and just go do something about your life after.
You investing in stocks now or what?
Yeah, you feel me? Like, it made me want to just pay attention to him. It made me want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, see, you know? So, definitely a go seer, and definitely about to go see. But yeah, it was fun. It was funny.
Yep.
And it was just a great flick. I really don't have anything too negative to say about it. I have certain, you know, bickers with certain characters, of course. But I mean, all that and all in all, it was good. It was good to see the little man win.
Well, I was actually gonna touch on your sense of reality and how the rich are always able to sort of find a way to make it work for them, right? They're watching the little man kind of like go through life and struggle, and then something comes along, and then it like kind of like boosts them up a little bit, right? And now all of a sudden they're sort of thriving, and then the rich are like, oh no, we gotta fix that. We gotta fix that. What do we gotta do to fix that, right? How can we continue to stay rich and not let other people get rich with us? All right, we're gonna do that, right? So it's just kind of grimy to kind of see how that happens, right? And realize that like all it is just confirmation, because when you've been feeling that way and you never really had maybe some sort of proof, you watch a movie like this and you go, yep, see, I knew it. There it is. There we go. We go through that all the time. But yeah, that was super dope to kind of see that, right? I mean, it still pisses you off, but yeah.
I agree with them on all fronts of like the entertainment part being fun, but I really liked seeing how the whole craze started. Like, this dude was just like, yeah, I've been watching this stuff, GameStop, and hopped on, and then it got viral on Reddit. So seeing how like the sausage was made, kind of, because again, like we said at the beginning of the podcast, like I came into GameStop super late. It was already trending, and I was like, what is everyone talking about? I'm like, why is GameStop always in my feed? So kind of seeing where it started from, like early in the pandemic till, you know, the 2021. It was awesome. So I like that. The cast was also great. Like, usually when they throw these ensemble casts, it can get kind of corny. But no, everyone was carrying their weight. Everyone was acting. I liked it. And then just the fact that it made you, like you guys said, root for the little guy. And then how even like the everyday people that were investing, like, all right, we're holding, he's not selling, I'm not selling, you know?
Yeah.
So you was really in there like rooting for this little guy, like, dang, are they really going to take down these big banks? But like Blair was saying, the rich are rich for a reason. You know, these hedge funds guys were voting against them, but, you know, they was coming in and putting a stop to it. So it sucked, but it did make you like kind of believe that like you can be more than just like a cog in the system. Like, you can do something. So I liked it. It was like a call to action, like you were kind of saying, Eric. Like,
definitely,
this film like really made you want to rise up a little bit.
Yeah.
But it was just fun. Like, it was a good film. And then I had seen a little bit of the documentary on it before, so I had a little bit, you know, to actually see it play out was cool.
Yeah, and I also like, real quick, is just like the unity.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That unity was like, man, like we need more of that. Right? Like, we need more people that are. They
really single-handedly.
Yeah, clinged on to.
Was cleaning up, and then when you were seeing everyone's like, how much they were making, it was crazy.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean the message is deep, right? We just all join hands, right? Stay 10 tones down and really like believe in something and don't change our mindset, our viewpoint for nothing. man, we really can get something done. Because did you see how once everyone was slowly like buying in and really believing and was seeing that he was 10 toes down and they stayed 10 toes down, how they really could change the market. And they were changing it so much where people were just like, man, we got to do something. We got to do something to end this thing. This is ridiculous, right?
But also give out that game.
Yeah.
You see, that's another thing that he was doing too. My bad to interrupt you, but he was giving out the game. Him sharing his accounts and his balances, whatever.
They was able to learn.
That
Yeah,
transparency.
you know what I'm saying? So it was like, that definitely played a big part. Was like, you know, some people are always trying to put people on, but they're not giving them the actual game. Give them the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Give them what helped you connect and learn these things, you know what I mean, faster or better, you know what I'm saying? So they'll want, just like whatever triggered you to want it, you gotta give it to them the same way, you know what I'm saying? So it can trigger them to want it. So, I'm bad.
Nah, you good. It's just, I mean, it's just, you know, them staying down and then them kind of making it happen. But it's like, it doesn't just apply to stocks, right? It applies to life, right? It's just like, if we all kind of come together, right, we can make the difference that we're kind of all looking for. But it takes everybody in order for that to happen. So, I mean, the message there was clear. I loved it.
Yep. Well, where there's good, there's ugly. Cons. What do we think of the cons?
I think she said it's ugly.
Ooh. Yeah,
Yeah, I was like, I don't really have much ugly.
Yeah, I don't have many cons, but I
So why'd you say when it was ugly?
I always say the good, the bad.
Yeah, but I mean, I think so. For me, it's not necessarily ugly, but it just was just like another run of the mill film, right? It wasn't like something that necessarily separated itself from the rest of the films, right? It just there wasn't really that much to it. It just kind of briefly told a story about some
and it's something that really happened. So usually in
Right.
these, it's not a lot of cons unless it's just like a boring topic.
Right, because they never really like touched on too much, right?
Yeah.
Like you kind of saw some people live lives, but the stakes weren't necessarily really that high, right? It was kind of like Michelle Ferrera, right? She had her life. America, yeah, my bad. She had her life, right? And she had her kids, and so for her to go all in on it, right? It was like she was trying to better her kids' lives, right? But we weren't necessarily around her too much to where we were like, man, like I really hope she does it, right? Or like Paul Dano and his family and like him having a kid, right? It just like the stakes weren't really like all that there. Yes, like the pieces were put in play where it was like you can see why everyone wants what they want and why they're kind of going after it. But the movie didn't necessarily like really focus on that, right? It really focused on giving us the information on what kind of really happened a couple years ago and how like they ended up benefiting from it, right? But I mean, it never was anything too crazy, right? Because even if you look at it, right, by the time the end of the film happens, you never really even seen them reap the benefits of getting the money, right? So because we didn't have any of those things, it didn't really feel like some heartwarm story where we like kind of watch this rise and even fall, or just a rise and continue to go up and it ends there, right? There really wasn't that much story to it. So if there was a con, it was really that. But it's like what we're saying, it just was kind of educational and shedding light on something, so you don't really fault it for that.
No, yeah, I agree with you. Cons for me, I mean, not many, and this is being like super nitpick. I guess I would say some of the financial jargon could have been a little confusing. Like for everyday Joes, they didn't explain it. Like you brought up The Big Short, but The Big Short did a really good job of like explaining what all this meant. They're like, you know, and they even did so much so to bring it down, like to bring in a celebrity to kind of say, all right, if you don't know what this is, like a mortgage payment is such and such. This one was talking about like short squeeze. They didn't really like tell us what a short squeeze was, like, and all that. You know, I'm known for being a stickler about this. Like when I'm watching something super financial, I need to know what I'm looking at, because that's my whole gripe with Succession. Like sometimes it got too in the minutia of like. And Billions is another show about like stocks. I don't know what they're saying half the time. They're like fire sale, like what does that mean? You know, so I kind of want to know, and I like, yeah, I'm not a financial analyst, like, so you know, people like me that are just everyday people, we kind of need to know like
but everything you bring it up, means. You know what it means though.
I don't really know fire sale. What, get rid of it?
Yeah. Like,
Okay,
yeah.
but you know, there's still some more terms I don't really know.
Okay.
So I like to be in. Like,
Yeah.
I want you to explain it a little bit. And I think like some people could be sitting in there a little bit bored by some of that like kind of financial jargon, I would say. But yeah, shows like Billion, Succession, like all those, like you kind of can get lost. Like, what are they talking about? Like merging? Like they got to merge a company with such and such to like help us from falling under or you know going bankrupt. Yeah, it can get a little complicated.
I seen you that was on your list, and I was like, I don't
Which
want
one?
to interrupt that Billions. And
Billions is
I
fire,
seen
but it
that
is
on
very
your list.
complex.
I'm gonna wait till
Succession, phenomenal.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait till you finish that
Yeah.
because I don't want to mess your place up. But I was
Yeah.
like, I low key was looking over there and like,
Yeah, it's good.
ooh,
It's
okay.
good. But again, it gets very detailed, and like
Okay.
that detail, yeah.
I have to
Yeah, the
say,
venture capitalists, man.
No,
But anything else on the cons? It's not that many cons. Like,
Nah,
yeah, that was
I mean-
even super nitpicky to even go there, you know?
My nit,
It's fun.
And mine is my nitpick would be just like us over here, like, girl, what did you do with your money?
Yeah, like us just on the characters looking at them.
You watched
looking at
everyone pull out like 10%, and you didn't think it was time to pull out 10%.
Yeah,
Now, I
so
think-
nitpicking like the character's decision. But again, that's
Well,
not
I mean,
even really
I
fun,
hope
you know?
in real life she pulled out at least 10%.
I feel
You
like
know
she
what I
did
mean?
true to story. But go ahead, Eric.
That was it. That's really
Yeah,
it.
exactly. It's not much we can say story wise, you know?
I like the movie. It was just a good movie. Like,
Yeah.
if you want to go see a good movie, there's... And the crazy thing about it is not too many good movies that are being put out, like, as of right now. Like, don't get me wrong, there are good movies, but it's, like, just a nice... Like,
It's been a little down
yeah,
summer, you
you know
know?
what I mean? I just feel like they're pushing a lot of movies.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of good
But man, could you imagine like one day just being like, man, I'm gonna put 50 grand on Shoe Palace.
Crazy.
You'd be like, huh?
Crazy.
Why would you do that?
GameStop. And then we got an inside look. What I liked was the inside look at the actual GameStop retail chain because they was just doing no business.
And they still don't do business.
They still don't do business.
There was one, shout out to the GameStop at the plant where I was at briefly, but man, it'd be empty over there too.
Yeah.
Like,
Some
yeah.
people go
You just
to
get
GameStop.
everything online now. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, but that used to be the spot.
But you
GameStop
should-
used to be the spot.
But that's why, like, yo, you should push these little spots like that. Like,
Mhm.
if the Shoe Palace did go under, nigga, I hope that we can have some type of influence,
Yeah.
bro, to be like, hey,
Well,
we
what's
gotta
the
keep Shoe
smallest
Palace going.
footwear chain? Shoe Palace?
Yeah, I would say because it's smaller than Foot Locker,
You
it's
just
smaller
smaller
than
than
Champs.
Finish
Because
Lines.
it, yeah.
Smaller than Champs, yeah, smaller than Finish Line, smaller than Journeys,
Mm-hmm.
smaller than all that.
Journeys.
Smaller than Zoomies.
Yeah.
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 Borders?
Now,
We was in all of them,
if
though.
Journeys did it too, I might have to put in there
I'll
a
hop
stop
under, yeah.
because
Mhm.
that's Chuck's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's
Dre's got all the
Docs.
basics.
Yeah,
they got your bands, they got docs.
your, thank you. They
They
got
got
your
Doc
basic shit. And
Yep.
I go to Doc to get my docs.
yeah, cool. That's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
We feel it, but we ain't all going to Doc.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know
man.
what I mean? And I just
Blair
feel
Docs.
like, you know,
Mm-hmm. Put the squad on.
that's a smooth. Hey, shouts out to the plug.
Thank you.
Shouts out to
Appreciate
the
it.
plug, man. We appreciate you, man. all the hard work that you're doing over there at Docs. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate you, man.
Anything else on the cons front?
Nah, man, I don't think we got no cons.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's get into the ratings then. So, Dumb Money was 85% fresh and an 85% audience score. So they're deadlocked at 85%. That's pretty good. I would have to agree.
It'll dip a little bit, but yeah.
And
over time.
then on IMDb, it's a 7.1. So again, if you can get a 7 on IMDb, you're doing pretty good.
Okay.
But let's get into the Slate rate.
The only rate that matters.
Thank you. Blair caught on. Let's go. 1 to 5. Entertainment, what we got?
4.5.
4.5. Woo! That's high praise from Blair.
Mm-hmm.
I like it though. Ledge, what you got?
I'm going 5.
Ledge is going 5. Okay, this is gonna be the first time in history that I'm coming in lower than Blair, which is wild. But entertainment, I'm going 3.5. It was good. It was entertaining. I like it, but I'm just not. It's not 4 for me.
Sounds like she didn't like the movie then.
She didn't like the
Well, because I mean,
movie,
because as
man.
far as the next part goes, the rating isn't going to be that high. So sounds like you didn't.
Let's
like the
go 1 to 5 on. Yep, like Blair said, originality. What we got? Based on a true story.
movie. Yeah, it's like 2. It just was nothing special.
It was nothing special, but they told it in a unique way. Like I liked seeing the character. I like the look
the
here.
Big Short. The Big Short is the standard now, I think.
True, but I like that they threw in other people that were following that Reddit page and how they were acting on it. They're like, all right, like, and how the word of mouth was spreading, like just being at a frat party. Talk about.
I'll go 2.5 then. I respect that. I
Appreciate you. I got y'all extra points, late. Look. We got you, man. We got you a 0.5. But yeah, I like how it was spreading by word of mouth, like just these frat kids, like messing around, like, yo, who you watching on Reddit? Like, oh, that's the dude from like GameStop dude. Yeah. He be liking cats, like, and he a runner. He actually was like a track athlete too.
What was his name? They was talking about bring me my pussy.
But, that was the frat.
Where's my pussy?
You was crying laughing.
Yeah.
So yeah, shout out. But I liked how they was doing that and they got the word of mouth, and then like just the average nurse lady. Yeah. You know, so I kind of like that. So that aspect was more unique. I feel like it gets more points. So Les, what you got? 1 to 5
on originality. Man, I'm gonna give it a 4 because I liked it, and you can't. I can't base originality off of not being original. It was original to what they knew. You know what I mean? It was original to the story.
And this is something that won't happen. I mean, it might happen, but like, this is the first of its time where we blew up a stock to however million.
They didn't go ham with those people like beforehand. This is our first taste of what was going on with this whole GameStop stock. As far as like, don't get me wrong, if you was following the media and the stocks, okay, you got it. But as far as like just everyday people that's not even into that, this was your first taste of what happened around that time. So for them to do it like that and that be their originality, basing it off that, I feel like it was a 4 for our originality because it's like you only can tell the story from what you know. You know what I'm saying? This is all I know, and I feel like I got a lot from what I know. You know what I mean? So, just watching it. So yeah, I liked it.
And then for me, for all the reasons that I was stating, the different perspectives, like, you know, the fact that it actually happened, but I don't know. I feel like it was like the first of its kind in a sense that I've lived through. Maybe there are some other times where a stock has went crazy from one trader, you know, seeing this. But I'm Bitcoin. Going Bitcoin. When it first jumped off. I'm going 3.5. So I'm going solid 7. Blair, you got 4.5.
And then 2.5.
So 7 as well, right? And then Ledge got to add a 9 because you did 4 and 5. So it's a go. I mean, those are all above the midpoint.
It almost fell below for me though.
The slate, it almost did. It almost tripped. But I saved y'all. I got you a point. I got you a 0.5. Got you a 0.5. But the Slate Laced gang is saying, go see it. Go see the movie.
Hit him with the Gladiator.
Definitely go see
that could also be a segment. Like we're starting to do, guys, now that we're kind of wrapping up here, quick reviews on Instagram where we'll just like give a minute review over the movie poster.
Go check out that first one. See it just dropped too.
I dropped a review on what movie was it? Oh my gosh, I'm blanking out.
It was Gladiator.
No, it was
it was like a Gladiator.
Yeah, Gladiator came out in like 2
I
hours.
know, but it was something about something.
It was it was kind of.
It had a gladiator in it.
The creator, it had an alien. But look. Honestly, now that it's the creator, not that far off. Ledge, not that far off. Because it is war and it is a battle of robots and humans.
See, so that's why I see that's why you went there.
Look, and he got the little
See, so I thought it was Gladiator.
So go watch that. But also, I'm just saying we could really do like even if we ever get on TikTok or quick reviews, we could just do the thumbs up, thumb down.
Definitely.
And have something.
We will be on TikTok.
Because Eric already got TikTok.
We will be on TikTok. So, and if you don't follow our TikTok, that's going to drop soon.
It's going to be Slate Laced, all one word. We already know what the handle is.
It's going to be Slate Laced. So go on and just get ready.
Yep.
In the meantime,
it'll be super duper quick reviews, and we'll be watching movies.
Super duper, guys.
Thanks.
Anything else we're looking forward to on the movie front, Blair?
Just those movies that we sent them.
Me and Eric still been talking about the flower or something moon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Leo movie.
There we go.
Yeah.
The cat. Mr. DiCaprio, you know he
He goes in.
everything that he touches kind of turns to gold, guys. So that'll be good. I mean, I just don't like pillaging and violence among non-whites, or yeah, basically people of color. But shout out to Flowers of the Moon. It's gonna be great to see killing and murders of the indigenous
It's up my
people.
alley, baby.
Yeah.
Gotta
Anything
see,
else?
Not like that.
No, I know, no.
Stylish.
I wouldn't say he was.
gotta see
You-
it though. Gotta peep it though, man. That and
You're
then
not part of
what
the
was-
Aryan Nation. I got it.
What was our scary movie that we wanted to see, Sid?
Oh, what was it? There's a couple coming out, but I think out right now was the Haunting in the Village. What was it?
Yeah, the haunting one.
The
Let's
Haunting
talk
in
the
Venice or something in Italy.
Yeah, there you go.
It's the
That
Haunted
one.
Venice.
Yeah.
And Saw.
And then Saw, yeah, but Saw's gonna be gore. We know what we get with Saw. And then The Nun is also out, which is also, kind of, you know what you're getting there, exorcisms and stuff like that, but it looks good. So we gotta get into a little bit of spooky season though, y'all.
Definitely. We will definitely be back with some spooky season stuff. Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe a couple of props.
Yeah. Let's got some ideas for some props.
Yeah, he
Bring
really
on.
is. He been pushing that.
Yeah, he
You know what I'm
wanna
saying?
do some Slate Lace first.
Yeah, so we might come at y'all with some new things. You feel me? Something crazy, So stay tuned.
But we should do at least 3 scary movies or something like
yeah,
that.
easy.
But we gotta get Blair on board because he don't be on that scary.
Nah, not really.
No, you want?
It ain't.
All right, we'll
But
keep
no.
it-
I'll
You
go.
want us to keep it
I'll
Disney
watch-
with you?
No.
You want to watch some Hocus Pocus?
No, I'm saying I'll watch
Halloween
it.
Town?
I will watch with you guys. I'm just saying, it ain't really my style.
Okay.
That ain't what he do. But there was something else I was gonna say. And then there was another thing I wanted to do on movies was our top 5 movie reveals. So twist endings, I'm thinking Inception ending, stuff like that. I want to talk about that because I think I saw on Reddit it was a thread of these crazy movie twists that we didn't see coming.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good Slate Laced topic. Kind of step away from movie reviews and get into just film in general.
Okay.
Because at the Slate Laced podcast, we about film
Thanks,
and
man.
all things film.
Yes, we
Thank you.
Come to us for your reviews, but also come to us for just general film knowledge, y'all.
Please.
Because we on it,
3 types of advice.
Yeah.
Where do you get that from?
I mean, I hope y'all are just keeping it locked in. Thanks for rocking with us. We're almost into season 2. We got some changes coming. The set's gonna look a little different. But we can't wait, right? It's been a crazy ride. The fact that we almost had a hundo
That's crazy too.
is wild because we started in the midst of a panic,
Yes.
in the thralls
Man.
of the
That's
pandemic.
crazy.
And now to get to 2023, we're still podcasting. We're still having fun with it. It's been a great ride. And to be continued.
For the gang.
Yes, sir. Anything else? All right, guys. It is the Slate List Gang. We out.